Okay, this is January 13th, and this is my fourth journal entry and my fourth day in a row of running, so that's really good. I'm feeling pretty good, I guess. I just ran 2 miles again today, and I stopped after 1 mile and stretched my hamstrings a little bit because they were tightening up. Which I guess makes sense. I didn't stretch before I started running. I probably should have, at least a little bit. And then I ran the second mile pretty well. So I'm like 9:50 per mile average right now, which is decent. I mean, I'm okay with that. But when just like 2 years ago, I was running 7 minutes mile and below in the 6s a lot of time too. So I have a long way to go to get back to where I was a few years ago or whatever. But I also just feel like I'm making progress in doing something in form of exercise in a consistent way, even though it's just a couple miles. It feels really good to be doing it consistently. And still struggling a lot with the depression and anxiety and the urges to eat, like, a lot, and I haven't been eating particularly well. I probably should focus on my nutritional intake a little bit more so that I can start to overcome those urges to eat, to gorge myself, to binge eat. But like my family and I, we like to go to buffets and stuff like that because our daughter gets in for free. So really, it's like she gets a huge variety of food, and obviously, we use that as an excuse to pig out. We don't pig out, but at the same time, I mean, of course, if you go to a buffet, you're going to down at least 1,000 calories, I would assume. I don't know. I try not to, drink soda and stuff, get a big salad or whatever, but end up eating the dessert and all that kind of stuff. So probably should try and focus on my nutrition a little bit more. And I definitely will in the coming days. Right now, it just feels good to be exercising consistently. But like I said, I am still struggling with these feelings of depression, and sometimes they're a lot more extreme than they obviously need to be, I guess you could say. I got this email today I had to do a petition for financial aid so I could go to school here at BYU. I have this semester and then spring, summer, and I'll be graduated. And I'm on academic probation because I got below 2.0 last semester, and that's 2 semesters in a row that I got below 2.0. And if you get below 2.0 again, they kick you out for a year. Then you could reapply, so that's not even a guarantee that you'll actually get back in, but you can reapply. So I definitely don't want to have that happen or whatever, but also have to have financial aid to be able to go to school. I can't afford to pay for it on my own. And so I did my financial aid petition and told them about how I've been meeting with counselors and trying to do these different things to help change my ways, I guess you could say. And I've also been meeting with different advisors and stuff for my academic performance, which is what I'm really focusing on. But I got an email back from the petition committee just saying that they had reviewed my petition. They want to see official documentation from the counselors about my health and how I'm doing, and whether or not they think I'm competent to study or whether or not I need to take a semester off for these emotional anxieties and depression and stuff. It just made me, it scared me. It made me think maybe I'm not competent to keep going to BYU. I need to take a semester off or whatever. But I've taken so much time off, it feels like, and so so I started having all these really super depressing and scary thoughts, and the thoughts that I have, this is super mega personal, and I guess you could say it's dumb of me to put this on YouTube, but I'm basically under the impression no one's gonna watch this really, and that this is just for me, and YouTube is just kind of a means for me to store these, and if someone does watch them and have something motivational to say, hopefully that would be great, but if not, that's okay too. Anyway, but I have these horrible thoughts about killing myself, which is scary to say out loud, but I'm just oh man, if I just had a gun, I could go shoot myself and be out of my family's hair and stop bothering the world, you know what I mean? stop being such a financial burden and stuff. Which those kinds of thoughts are what used to lead me to go binge eat, which is kind of weird because I would always feel worse when I would go binge eat, and so it's like this perpetual cycle. And a lot of people who go through these kinds of depressive episodes know what I'm talking about and know that it's fairly common to have stuff like this happen. But anyway, this is still part of like the struggle that I'm having. That I didn't go and like binge eat to make myself feel better. I was actually with my family when I started having all these thoughts, and I wasn't saying anything out loud or whatever. But my wife can tell when I'm having these thoughts and stuff. So I was just really struggling and feeling horrible, and all it was the petition committee just wanted to have official documentation about me seeing these counselors, which is no big deal. I mean, if they get audited, and the IRS is like, hey, why did you give this kid financial aid when he didn't meet the qualifications? And they say, oh, he's seeking counseling, and they have no proof that I was actually seeking counseling, then they'd get in big trouble. So they need the documentation of it, which is fine. But at the time I took it as this like huge hit to the chest, and just feeling like, I really am that crappy, But now that I've gone and exercised and had some time to myself, I feel a lot better, and I kind of realized that was silly. The other reason why I wanted to bring that up, I guess, is that, just to say to anyone who happens to be looking through weight loss journals, I'm sure there's tons of these on YouTube, looking for inspiration, that when I finally just told my wife, I think I need to go jogging or something to try and make myself feel better. Initially, I really didn't want to, and I felt like I was like pulling myself through mud, like just to get dressed to come out here, and so it actually was making me have just even worse thoughts, because I was like, you see yourself in the mirror and you're just like, gosh, dude, I'm so freaking fat, and you see your clothes and you have like these 40-inch pants and these extra large shirts, and you're like 260 pounds or whatever, and you're only 5'4", and so you're just like this short, fat piece of crap. It feels like trying to get dressed to go, scuttle along at the track. But even though it made me feel worse, I kept going, because I knew in the back of my mind that once I finally got out here, I would feel better. So, just wanted to say to anyone else that might see this ever, one day in the future or whatever, that it is worth it to really try and push yourself to get out there and go do some exercise, and don't worry about feeling judged by other people, and don't worry about what your clothes look like or whatever, to just go, and don't feel bad if you can't really perform the way that you used to, or that you see other people performing either. That's okay if you got to take it slow and take it easy or whatever. Just try and get some sweat going, and get your heart rate up, and do whatever you find fun to do that. So I know that I'm not obviously the kind of person who has has earned the right to give people advice, but at the same time, today was a really big challenge for me, and I feel like I overcame that. So that's why I wanted to say that. Going to put up I'm going to try and do a quick little addition to this video tonight, and put up a picture of my I guess it would be like my before picture for my transformation project, I guess you could say. So hopefully I'm gonna stop it right now and then come right back, and if I could figure out how to do this like video editing, I really have no idea. I should be able to have a picture of me come in and then come back to me in this video. So.
Feeling, which then grew into a hope, which then turned into a quiet thought.
And that is what I look like. So like I said, it's